every trial and tribulation you experience is going to be used for greatness. I'm going to use the example of Lazarus. When Lazarus died, in the Bible, it makes it clear that Jesus went there late on purpose. He knew that Lazarus was going to die, and he knew that he needed to be there at that given time. The reason that happened is because this needed to happen for God's glory to be shown. And just because you are going through trials and tribulations and God is telling you, wait, let me deal with this, just wait, you think he's not there. Yet the whole time he's just building up a moment, a season, so he can pull out his glory and everybody be like, yeah, God did that. Not that person, because that person, we know him. We know her. God did that in their lives. Now, don't you think when the Israelites had gone to the Red Sea, right? At the beach of the Red Sea, and they see the Egyptians afar away coming towards them to kill them, do you not think they were like, oh, we're cooked. They're coming to kill us. What do we do? God did the impossible. Why? To show his glory. The scriptures are consistent. When there's a trial, God lets it happen to show his glory. So then he split the Red Sea, and the Egyptians, basically the whole army died. The whole army of the Egyptians was washed away in that. And God's glory was shown. So y'all, listen. In the book of John, chapter 11, verse 3-4, this is what it says. So the sisters sent to him, saying, Lord, he whom you love is ill. But when Jesus heard this illness does not lead to death. It is for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified through it. So now, because Jesus is all-knowing, he knows that Lazarus is on the verge of death. But this is what he says in the book of John, chapter 11, verse 11. This is what it says. After saying these things, he said to them, our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to awake him. And then the disciples say in verse 12, Lord, if he has fallen asleep, he will recover. Verse 13, now Jesus had spoken of his death, but they thought that he meant taking rest in sleep. Then Jesus told them plainly, Lazarus has died. And for your sake, I'm glad that I was not there, so that you may believe, but let us go to him. So now look, in verse 21, it says, Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. You guys hear what Martha said to him? She said, if you had been here earlier, he would have been alive, because you would have healed him. But that was the whole purpose of Jesus not showing up, because God was about to do something greater than just heal him, right? Look at this. In verse 32, it says, now when Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would have not died. Jesus in verse 39 tells Martha